Hi peeps. Right, what we've got here now is words. That is prompt number, let me check. Prompt number 8 is words, and I confess that I have got a little bit carried away. I'll have to talk you through it because I've practically, I would almost say that I've completed this page without even turning on the video. However, there's quite a lot I'd like to say about it, so let's go for it. Okay, words. I decided to add some lines from the song of the Bee Gees, and it's talk in everlasting words and dedicate them all to me. And I will give you all my life. I'm here if you should call to me. You think that I don't even mean a single word I say. It's only words, and words are all I have to take your heart away, which is rather sweet. And then what I did was, I haven't done it before. I have been told in a couple of tutorials that you can use tracing paper if you don't have vellum. And so this is what I did. I actually printed this onto some tracing paper. And these are just two little hearts that I had cut out and that was in my stash because I decided this was quite a romantic little page. Then, bearing in mind that we all have words, I've used this as a background. I love doing crossword puzzles and anagram puzzles, and then there's one called Codebreaker, and I buy the books, and then once I've finished the books, I tear out the pages that have the answers in, this is an example of it, and I'll bring this up a little bit closer to you so you can see. Those are the answers now to crossword puzzles. Words, ne? Wouldn't you say? So I decided that that was quite appropriate. And then this is just an edging of washi tape. The first time ever I'm using washi tape. And I'm quite pleased with it because everything's ended up black and white on here. Now this word, this is me playing again, because this can be content or it can be content. So that's why I've put it there, just to tease the brain. Do we call it content or do we call it content? Who knows? It's up to us, isn't it? Anyway, that's it, folks. That is the page of words. Hope you enjoyed it. Now let me move on because I have set myself a task today. I need to put 3 prompts on this video. It has to be stamp it, words, and lace. If I do that, that means when I get to Monday, I'm in the right place. So, wish me luck. I've got a couple of days to get this done, and that's what I'll do. Now we have prompt number 9, which is lace. And I've been having some fun with the lace as well, because I've got a little bunch of things that I've started putting together, but I stopped myself from doing the whole lot without showing you guys what I'm doing. Okay, so this is one of the old family photographs. This would be my great auntie Min, who is my maternal granny's sister, her big sister. This piece here, this panel here, this is a piece of, well, a picture of a piece of handmade lace that my gran made. And what I did was I copied and pasted and copied and pasted and turned it into a bit of a a band to go down the edge of the page. I've attached a little piece of old lace to that just to edge it, which I think will be quite pretty. And then here I've got, let's turn it over because I think that's the best way. These are little lacy crochet motifs, which are also quite nice to be attached to the page. Then down this edge I'm putting, it's going to just go over the edge of the photograph slightly because I rather like that effect. But this is a piece of old broderie anglaise, which is a form of lace, and it's very fine cotton fabric that is embroidered with what they used to call eyelet embroidery, where little holes were cut in and edged to form laces. And this one had a space in it for threading a piece of ribbon, so I got rather a pretty goldish colored piece of satin ribbon which I've threaded through, and that's what's going to go there. So all I have to do now is to glue all this down, obviously ink around the edges of things and glue it all down, which I won't make you watch, but I will definitely show you the finished project once I'm done. Oopsie, I thought I had my video on and I didn't. So this is as far as I've got now with the stamping. So now there's a story. I have 6 of these little stamps which I bought the other day. I've been wanting these for a long time and they were very inexpensive. So there's 6 of them, 1 of each color, a nice rubber stamp on the one side and a little wooden block on the other side with a picture of the pattern. So I got 6 of those. This, however, the stars are another story. This is a homemade stamp. I made it myself. It is made from fun foam glued onto the top of a pill container. It works beautifully, as you can see. I just dab it on my ink pad and voila, you've got a lovely star. Now I normally use my homemade stamps with a black acrylic paint or whatever color acrylic paint, and I'm trying it on stamp pad for the first time today. This is a nice one. This is I think they called it a sink liner or something like that, or a shelf liner, when I was watching another tutorial. But these, I bought this as a little non-slip pad to put under a mat, and it's just a spongy thing, so it's kind of sticky on one side and it holds things down, but it makes the most fantastic marks, as you can see in this top corner. That's where I did that one. So now I want to put this one here, more or less in the same place. I could possibly go over that stamp, but that's fine. Overlapping is not really an issue. No, it didn't. But you see, that's also quite an attractive mark maker. I actually enjoy this. I use it a lot. It's one of the ones that I use nearly all the time. Another one that I use quite often is this. It's a piece of corrugated cardboard, Now, I've never used this with a stamp pad before either. So this is going to be a little test. Let's see what happens. I normally put this, I don't think it's going to come up. No, I don't think so. Let me just try it on a piece of scrap paper. I think it needs the, no, it's not going to come up enough. It just looks like a little dirty mark. Okay. Lesson learned. We know that that's not going to work. But yes, I rather like this, and I don't know if I'm doing the right thing or if I'm taking chances because I'm tired. But I'm not really tired, and I'm really enjoying myself. But I do tend to wonder if I'm doing the right thing quite often. Back to the good old days when I was a child and I never wanted to get into trouble, so I was always falling over backwards to behave myself. Okay, so I've got these all down here just in plain black. Then what I also have is a stash of imitation stamps, but they're lovely and bright and colorful, as you can see. And I thought, well, you know, stamps is stamps. So let's put some of these on here. And let's start. We've got flowers and we've got birds. So I'm going to put the flowers in a little group. There we go. Let's put them right in the middle, make them a something of a focal image. Here we go. That looks rather cute. I want to try not to cover up the other stamp at the same time. But let's give it a bash. I mean, this is a proper thumbsuck. This is something, you know, I'm just randomly doing things and hoping they're going to turn out okay, which is sometimes when a person does their best work. So I'm told. I speak not from experience. Okay, I think this little one can go over my spotty stamp, because this is quite a big one. So actually that looks rather nice put there. It's almost like this is framing it. So I'm happy with that. And perhaps I should do the same with this one. Put it up at the top there. And see how that looks. Oopsie, going to go over that star, but that's not too bad. Oh, I'm quite liking that. I think that's starting to look quite nice. So what I'm going to do now, I think, is I'm going to do a bit of mark making. I've got acrylic marking pens, so I'm going to do a little bit of mark making off camera, and then we'll have a look at the finished object. Alrighty, I have just gone blindly ahead and done whatever took my fancy, and it's the first time I have ever done something so randomly. So this has been a little exercise in self-discovery. I don't know whether I'm going to come back to this in a few months' time and go, OMG, did I actually put that on camera? Or am I going to go back and look at it and say, that wasn't so bad after all, was it? let's try something like that again. So, yeah, there we go. Stamps, stamped and done. I'm liking it. I just hope you guys are. So here we have now, we've got, oh, I've got these little babies upside down, haven't I, for you people. There we go, now you can see it. So let's put them in the order that they were supposed to have been done. Pardon me, I'm getting a bit of a croak in my throat. It's probably a signal to have some tea or coffee. Anyway, first we'll do this. So it was number 7 is stamp it. Number 8 was words. And number 9 was lace. Well, what I am liking is the fact that each one is completely different from the other. So that is rather nice. And I'm quite happy about that. Yeah, this is looking great. I'm happy. I'm happy. Folks, I hope you like it. Please remember, if you like it, subscribe and hit the like button. And your comments are always greatly appreciated. And a big thank you again to a few more subscribers who've popped onto the scene over the weekend. You're also welcome, and I'm so happy that things are turning out the way they are. So until next time, which will be sometime next week, I think, let's stay well, stay safe, and bye-bye.